SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.
Southern High made school history by winning this year's ESA Football League third-place trophy. The Dolphins defeated GW 14-0 in the consolation game. This was the first time Southern placed in a season. Isaiah Tapasnia takes the handoff to the outside for the first touchdown. Josiah Quintanilla kept the snap and went up the middle for the game's last score. Congrats on a good season, Southside. The Father Duenas Friars finished their ESA Football League season as undefeated champions. FD beat the Guam High Panthers 26-8 at the GW Field. Offensive co-MVP Kyle Gogui carried the load with the running game, picking up big yards. Quarterback Alex Sojo kicked through a short field goal to put FD ahead 3-0 in the first quarter. Sojo went to air and hit wide receiver Dathan Alcantara, who breaks a tackle and goes in for 6 points. Sojo kicked through the PAT for the 9-0 lead. Gogui scored off a short run. Sojo added a field goal, and teammate Vance Meno also scored in the win.
We had a lot of injuries going down early in the game and during the game, but we all knew it was at stake, and we all fought for it, and continued to persevere through this adversity. We all knew it was our last game, and we all were willing to sacrifice everything for this game and for the program.
Next man up. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, everybody's gonna play hard, work hard, and we're gonna play the best, regardless if it's a freshman. And you're right, we're filled with freshmen and sophomore, but what got us here was the great leadership from our junior and senior class. Seniors came out, took the lead, and we worked right there at FD. Worked hard, came together, worked in every function of the game, from blocking and tackling. I give it to all these guys. They have a lot to offer, and I appreciate all this time.
The Guam Football Association Executive Committee announces the appointment of Japanese professional coach Sakiko Ogura as head coach of the Masakata Guam women's national team, while also serving as head coach of women's football at GFA beginning this month. Ogura earned a degree in health and sports sciences from Osaka University while also playing football for the university. The next tournament for the team is the EAFF E1 Football Championship women's competition preliminary round, tentatively scheduled for the first part of 2022. GW is heading to the ESA Girls Volleyball League title game to face the Simon Sanchez Sharks. GW picked up the 3-set win over the JFK Islanders 25-17, 25-17, 25-18. Geckos player Joey Almaguera put her team up 14-8 with a kill in the first set. Almaguera whipped up an ace later in the set for the 21-15 lead. GW took the set off an Islanders error. The Lady Geckos took the lead from the start of the second 8-1. They extended their lead by as many as 13 points before ending the set 25-17. Christine Bensil was pumped in the third set. Bensil forced JFK to call a timeout after putting down a shot that gave the Geckos the lead 18-13. Almaguera's ace and Janae Cabrera's kill helped power GW to the win 25-18. The title game between Sanchez and GW is scheduled for this Thursday at Southern High at 7:30. The consolation game between JFK and Teason High will be played at 5:30. Sanchez's only loss of the regular season came from GW. 7 drivers competed in the Pro Line Drifting Championship Finals at the Guam International Raceway Asphalt Oval Track. Taking home the top spot was Von Burrell with 94 points. Burrell was crowned season champion for his performance. Carl Damasic was second with 90 points. Jasper Leong was third with 66 points. Matt Parker was fourth with 54 points. Judges for the event were Tom Akagami, Lee Weber, and Jim Cruz. Big shout out again to Jones Media for the footage. Shout out to all the drivers for their hard work and for them to continue with their passion for drifting and competition during another tough year of health restrictions and shortage of track time. Another big congratulations going out to Academy basketball player Mia Taitano, who is committed to play basketball for Vanguard University of Southern California. VU is a NAIA D1 women's basketball powerhouse headed by NAIA Hall of Fame coach Russ Davis. Located in Costa Mesa, Orange County, Mia has also been a Guam Junior National player for several years and is hoping to represent Guam on the senior women's level real soon. The Coors Light Uproar Sleigh Games is scheduled for this Saturday at Custom Fitness in Antigua. Competitors will go head-to-head for a chance to bring home some cash and prizes.
It's kind of our end-of-the-year event. Of course, thanks Coors Light again for sponsoring this. One of the biggest things is we're actually looking down the list of the names of the competitors, and this is actually a whole new group of subset of people, especially within the team category. It looks like it's a whole new bunch of people, so we're pretty excited to get, like you said, a lot of new competitors and just kind of get a new feeling of like this functional fitness aspect. We just like to showcase, there's a lot of hard work that goes behind the scenes, and regardless of where you finish, I think that the number of hours you put in the gym, it goes a long way, and you have a lot of friends and family in your support staff, so it's really good to kind of showcase that regardless of your finishing status. I think a lot of PRs, a lot of new things that come around just in terms of the competition platform.
The Kill Cliff Liftoff will feature a strongman and strong woman division for cash and prizes. Best overall lifter will also go home with some money and prizes. For registration and tickets, check out guamtime.net.
We have 12 male competitors for that, and for the female right now, I think we're hovering around 9 or 10. For the Kill Cliff Liftoff, basically it's going to be 3 lifts, and we kind of modified just to kind of demonstrate some power, speed, and strength. First and foremost, we have a deadlift ladder, which is basically a speed ladder, and then from there we have a shoulder to overhead, so that should be pretty fun, seeing how heavy you can go from a shoulder to overhead position. And the last one is going to be a med ball over object. Basically, they're going to be trying to throw med balls over 8.5-foot object.
Congrats to the Bank of Guam Strikers FC U6 team for winning the Jingle Bell Soccer Tournament. The team is here posing for a group photo with the gold medals and the championship trophy after winning the final match. The Jingle Bell Tournament, a youth soccer event supported in great part by Japan Football Association. U6 and U8 division matches of the tournament concluded at the GFA National Training Center Robbie Weber Youth Soccer Pitch. The final weekend of the tournament will feature U10 divisions on December 18th. The photo was submitted by Samantha Bautista from the GFA. The McDonald's High School Basketball Classic, hosted by Clutch Guam, will take place December 20th through January 8th at the FD Phoenix Center. On the boys' side, St. Paul, JFK, and FD will be the top teams to look out for.
We're really excited about 2022 and partnering with McDonald's and KUAM on this event. I think it's a partnership set in stone, and we're really just doing this for the sports community, curating awesome content, putting together memorable sporting events, so it's a perfect match.
For the girls, the Warriors will look to keep their title at St. Paul. Academy, JFK, and Ukuru also have their names in the mix.
Basketball is a highly competitive sport, and this season we're looking at a highly competitive season as well. A lot of returnees across the board. Teams have been working hard all off season, talking with coaches. So, expect a competitive season on both the boys and girls side.
The Friars are led by senior Kane Santos and junior Jaden Santos. FD will lean on their younger players to step up this season. Kirsten Guzman and Carl Vinca had the Islanders in the paint. JFK's grit and scrappy play have them as one of this year's contenders. St. Paul's latest addition of senior point guard EJ Cruz, along with Josiah Quintanilla and Xander Sanchez, will pose the problem for defenses.
There's really not, those two top powerhouse teams this season. It's really up for debate. It's open for discussion. And, as the season rolls on, we'll see which teams are able to come out on top.
In programming news, tune into the stations of KUAM to catch all of your NFL action. Monday, December 20th at 4 in the morning on KUAM TV 11. NFL on CBS, New York Jets at Miami Dolphins. Then at 11:20 in the morning on KUAM TV 8. NBC Sunday Night Football, New Orleans Saints at Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.